Okay, now I'm going to show you a final Prezi that I actually used with my students. It was a sample for a presentation I was requesting for them to do on a contemporary artist. So to find that Prezi, I just went back, I logged in, then I clicked on Your Prezis, and it pulled up my Prezis. These are just a bunch that I've created. Then I'm going to click on that Prezi. It's going to load it. And like I said before, it opens up in this screen. So I could view it right from here, or I could click on this button right here in the bottom right corner of the presentation slide to make it full screen. So here's my Prezi. So we're just going to go right through it. I'm going to use the buttons on Prezi, the arrows, or like I said, you can use the arrows, the right and left arrow on your computer. So this particular presentation was based on a contemporary illustrator named Jacob Everett, and like I said, this was an example of a presentation I was requesting the students to do, and it has the criteria on the rubric that I gave them. So I'll just go through this. And this was leading into a unit we were doing on monumental portraits. So each of the students had to choose a contemporary portrait artist that did something that related to them, their work or their style, or use media or material that maybe was new for them or something that they wanted to gain. Also, within the presentation, or pretty much any presentation I have the kids do, I have them ask a question or two to the class so that it becomes a little more engaging with the students that are viewing the presentation. And it just gets them to think a little more and, have that interaction while the presentation is going on. And that's pretty much it. Let me show you one more. So that was one that I used. I'll show you one more that's a little more, has a little more depth. Like that one was interesting because it would flip around each of the slides or the images that I included, but it didn't have that much or have that many layers to it. So I'm going to go back to your Prezis. It's going to pull up all of the Prezis, even Prezis that students have shared with me in the past. And let's see. Let me find a good one. Oh, this one was when I previously taught Fundamentals of Art. I would show this presentation or this Prezi as my sort of welcome introduction to the class. So again, I'm going to make it full screen. And this one, I'm not going to really talk too much about it. I'm just going to scroll through it, just so you can get a feel for the layers. Anyway, okay, so there's another one, just scrolling through each of the slides, and